Hello, everyone. I'm Vito, and today I want to share a personal story with you. It's a story of transformation. It's a journey from darkness to light, from despair to hope. I believe in the extraordinary potential within each and every one of us. I've dedicated my life to helping people unlock their potential, transforming their lives in ways they never thought was possible, allowing them to see the enormous power that we have in our subconscious minds. About 15 years ago, I was in a really dark place. A spinal tap left me disabled. I was in pain. I was lost. It took a couple years before I could walk with a walker. And then I graduated to a cane and I stayed on a cane for years. And, I struggled with resentment, with anger, addiction, depression. I couldn't work. I was stuck at home. I was in worst pain I'd ever felt in my life. And I lost everything. And there was times that I didn't want to live with that pain. You know, but deep down I knew that there was something more. There had to be something more than what I could see. I had nothing, but I knew there had to be more to life than what we can see. And I discovered meditation. I had I went to a class and they had different counselors come in. They had a psychologist come in to talk, and she talked about uh, all the benefits to meditation. And I was familiar with meditation. I had done it when I was younger, but I hadn't done it in years. And I had nothing but time on my hands. So I spent hours every day looking inward. And I discovered a whole world inside myself. Each and every one of us has a world inside ourselves. This is what our ancestors try to tell us. There is so much if we just look within. I started I started working with the chakras and I got certified as a meditation coach. But that was for personal use. But I found out that researchers have found clusters of neurons in each place that the chakras are. There's 50,000 neurons in the heart, in the stomach, and also, in the bowels, in every place. And each place talks to the brain more than the brain talks to them. It's actually fascinating. And I spent so much time looking inward. And through meditation, I gained awareness, a tool that became the cornerstone to my transformation. Meditation allowed me to see thoughts and emotions from a detached perspective. I would just, be aware of them and let them go. And it allowed me to identify the harmful thinking that I thought over and over again that caused a behavior that held me back. And with this awareness, I was able to make choices choices that aligned with my true purpose. You know, once I seen things and thoughts that were harming me, I was able to let most of them go. And that's when I began creating a fulfilling life. You know, and I'm making it sound easy, but it took a lot of work and a lot of dedication, but it's been worth it. I'm happy now. I'm healthier. I'm successful. And when I say successful, I mean successful with, you know, uh, well, with my job. Um, I also run a hypnosis business on the side. I'm successful with family. I'm successful with friends. I'm successful with my spirituality. I'm successful in life. But I spent time quieting my mind. But I learned to also take time to visualize. And I use visualization to accomplish and experience things. See, th- this technique is commonly used in various fields like sports psychology, performance training, and personal development to enhance skills, performance, and achieve goals. You can mentally rehearse outcomes. See, if you're visualizing a goal, you want to see it from a detached perspective, as if you're outside your body, and you see yourself accomplishing this goal. And you do this daily for a while, and you feel the excitement as if you already have it, but you see yourself accomplishing it, and your subconscious mind knows that that's what you want. And you create a program that works day and night to actually get that goal for you. And when it's used in sports psychology, when they're practicing, for sports, if they're off for an injury, or even when they're not, they still do it. They visualize it. They visualize themselves doing it perfectly over and over again, because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference if you're actually experiencing it or remembering it or even visualizing it. So you have the advantage of, your subconscious mind thinks you've done it hundreds of times. It's your subconscious mind is truly a superpower. Then I had a friend. She had just gotten her master's degree in substance abuse counseling. She was a licensed drug counselor. And she told me, she said, Vito, she said, the reason that you keep failing at doing the right thing and you're not able to get away from the pain medicine, it's because it in your mind it's helped you, and your subconscious mind has made programs for it. Well, being in pain for so many years, of course my subconscious mind made a lot of programs for it, and it even made programs where it made that more important than things that should have been more important for me, eating, uh family, you know um just, you know if you've experienced it, you understand what I'm saying. But I was intrigued because I'd never heard of subconscious mind. And, you know, like anybody else is curious, I got on Google and I researched it. I downloaded books. I read everything I could. And it's amazing. The subconscious mind makes up 95% of our minds. So that means 5% of our lives is conscious. That means most of our choices aren't even conscious. So, and some researchers believe that it's even less. And of course, reading this about the subconscious mind led me to hypnosis and how quickly hypnosis can help you. I went to counseling since I was a teenager and nothing really changed. And hypnosis, everything I read about it is the quickest, ways to change uh, thoughts, behaviors, values, actions, even identity. It's truly amazing. You know, Hypnosis and NLP changed everything. I mean, these two tools weren't just about fixing things, they're about completely transforming your life. They empowered me to rewire my thoughts, break free from the chains of limiting beliefs, habits, addiction, even depression. I once I started, I already went down the rabbit hole, but I was changing and I was on a quest to heal my inner world. You know, these limiting beliefs can be tricky because it's hard to see what they are because they're below our conscious awareness. Everything that we hear, see, or even are told from ages 2 to 8 is actually downloaded as a program. And that's how children seem like they become little adults, in that time. And that's how nature, helps us grow up and be able to survive on our own. But a lot of times we end up with, negative programs. Our subconscious mind is like a hard drive of a computer. It just runs programs. It doesn't know, it doesn't think right from wrong. And everything after age 8, you know, if we have a strong emotion about something, it makes a program. It builds on top of the other ones. If we had a bad experience getting up in front of class, it makes a program for us to keep us safe. So it gives us social anxiety. It makes it so we can't get up and talk in front of people, you know. So, when you look up on Google, anything, most of the time, YouTube will pop up. You'll see a lot of YouTube videos. Well, excuse me, of course, a bunch of subliminal sessions and hypnosis sessions would pop up. So I started listening to them and checking them out. And what I'd read was, you put on a pair of headphones, you lay down and you go to sleep. And as you go into alpha, we're in beta. I'm in beta right now talking to you. But when you go into daydreaming, that's alpha. When you drive and zone out and miss your exit, that's alpha. We go in and out of hypnosis all day long. And in alpha, you're 200 times more susceptible to suggestions, which is not a good or bad thing, really. We can use it to our advantage. You know, commercials and stuff like that, television will put its flicker rate is 60 times a minute. So it actually puts you in the alpha state within minutes. Anyway, I don't want to get off subject. Um, I found out about this, so I used it to my advantage. And as you go to sleep, you go into alpha, then you go to theta, which is a really deep hypnosis. And then, of course, you go into delta, alpha, or no, delta, theta, while you're asleep. Then you wake up and you do it again. But put the headphones on, either if it's subliminal session, because your subconscious mind still picks it up, or even a hypnosis as you're falling asleep. It gets downloaded. And people started noticing huge differences. I was making huge strides. And I wasn't just doing that alone. I was working on myself, writing goals, making lists of my values. Um, I found a channel on YouTube called Minds in Unison. And I really, really love his content. And I trust it. And that's important because you don't know what people are putting in the subliminal messages. But I trust his. And actually, I have everything that he's ever created. Um, I still listen to him sometimes. And I got my mom to listen to him too. I mean, we've both changed so much, and she's my best friend. And Thomas Hall, he's the creator of Minds in Unison. He's a dear friend of mine. Uh, we actually correspond a lot. I want to show you this. I show this to every client that I have. It's a compass that says Vito. So happy you found your way. Keep going, Thomas. And I think that's so cool. And that was towards the beginning of my journey, which has been years ago. And it helped me self-hypnosis and even the subliminal sessions, you know, helped me really dive deep into my subconscious mind and start to rewire, damaged patterns and replace them with positive ones. It's been an amazing journey, and my life was changing drastically. And it came to a point because they're made for general, you got to make content for everybody. So it's got to be general. So I contacted a master hypnotherapist, and we worked one on one for a few years. And I got to tell you, my life changed drastically after every session. You know, and it changed my life so much. I mean, it changed my actions, my beliefs, my values, uh, capabilities, my purpose in life, you know, to the point where I became certified as a hypnotist through multiple schools, multiple modalities, like Ericksonian hypnotherapy, uh, you know, and that led me to NLP, neuro linguistic programming, which has been finally called the Lost User Manual for the Mind. When they made it, when they started really creating it in the 70s, it was about modeling excellence. They modeled some of the greatest therapists that ever lived and broke it down to language patterns and their beliefs and exactly what they did, to the point where anybody could do it. And all these years they're still doing it, the creators. And it's branched out to where there's so many different people that are still modeling excellence. And the techniques are incredible. I could lead you through an NLP technique in 15, 20 minutes that, is life changing. Something you've been, struggling with for most of your life would be gone, and if not, there's other techniques that it surely would. And because I know these techniques, anytime something pops up, because when I went through my NLP practitioner's course, I learned the techniques, and I learned that, you can do it to yourself once you learn it. And anytime a negative thought comes up, or a thought that holds me back, or even a fear, I stop and I take a minute, and I can run myself through a technique in minutes, and it changes. It literally changes them. I went back and I got certified as an NLP master practitioner. And, I want to become a trainer, but, I've even made lists of values. Have you ever done something that you thought was right and felt bad about it? You have conflicting values. I made value lists. I done techniques, and to where I realized that these values that were conflicting were trying to do the same thing. You know, it's it's been truly amazing. And I've had people ask me, how have I done this? How did I transform myself like I have? Because the people that knew me, 7, 8 years ago, say I'm a completely different person. And I know I am. Today I stand before you, a completely different person. I changed my thoughts, my outlooks, you know, in moments thanks to NLP. When I went through the class, I got a workbook, and I actually done the workbook. I actually went through two workbooks because I've taken two different classes. Um, because one was better than the other, and it was life changing. Because if you're going to be out there helping people, you should do those same techniques to yourself. Because I wouldn't be able to be here telling you how powerful they are if I hadn't done them to myself. And of course, when we were learning them, we hypnotized each other and we did the techniques on each other. You know, NLP is genuinely unique because it offers a way to improve our lives by understanding how the mind works. We learn how to overcome fears. It's amazing to help you achieve goals and live the life we want. It's such a powerful tool. And when you mix it with hypnosis, it becomes a superpower. And, you know, it's able to help you realize your true potential, your true power, that you're truly unlimited, and, I hope that you start looking into these things and, listening to, trusted, hypnosis sessions, and, you know, maybe subliminal sessions when you're going to sleep. And, uh, like I said, Minds in Unison is wonderful. Of course, my channel, and that'll take you a really long way but it'll come a time where, you'll need one-on-one with somebody where they can make the session specifically about you, where you'll make amazing changes and quickly, you know. And I want to say that I dealt with chronic pain for 12 years. And even after a few hypnosis academies, um, I learned how to take people's pain away. And for some reason, I still thought that I had to live with mine. And I was paired up with another student, and he went ahead and ran you know uh, a pain script with me. And I thought, okay, you need to practice. It took my pain away, and I was so happy. It, I couldn't believe that I still thought I had to deal with the pain, and I was taking other people's pain away using it. And I have a few different ways to do it with hypnosis and NLP. And what literally happens is with chronic pain is that signal gets turned on and it doesn't shut off. And once it got shut off, I have had two major back surgeries. So if I push myself, of course I'm going to hurt. That's the body's way of telling you, hey, you need to slow down. But I don't have, that horrible pain that I couldn't handle anymore. You know, it's amazing, and why am I sharing this with you? Because transformation is possible. I'm living proof of it. You know, I've lived it, and want what I'm saying to inspire you. If you're facing challenges, know that within you lies immense power for change, immense power to rewrite your story. You have a super powerful mind. You just have to believe it, because belief is so powerful, because your mind's so powerful. Your mind will prove to you whatever you believe, whether it's true or not. And I'm here to tell you that you have a super powerful mind. So, if my story and journey resonates with you, or you want to explore how hypnosis and NLP can transform your life, reach out to me. Visit lucidblisshypnosis.com, or you can call me 833-806-0904. I'd love to hear from you. Uh, if I don't answer, then I'm away from the office or I'm with a client. Just leave your details and let's embark on this journey together. And if you've listened to this, I appreciate you and love you. And thank you.